That animation, yeah, it's not from some expensive software or downloaded template. It was built frame by frame using Python code. Let me show you how I made this intro with nothing but Manim and a little imagination. What's up everyone, I'm Ahmed. Welcome to codetitan, where we blend creativity and code. I've always wanted an intro that actually represents what this channel is about: precision, energy and transformation. So I fired up Manim and got to work. Here's the story. Manim, short for Mathematical Animation Engine, was originally developed by Grant Sanderson from 3 Blue 1 Brown, but don't let the maths part scare you. It's incredibly versatile. You can use it for anything from educational videos to slick intros like mine. Before we dive into animation, let's talk setup, because yes, you can do all of this with just Python. Manim is super easy to install. Here's what I did to get started. So let's set this up the clean and modern way using UV, a blazing fast Python package manager that handles virtual environment and installs way faster than pip. So this is the command that you have to use in your terminal to install UV. If you don't have UV installed, fire up the terminal again and test if you have UV installed or not by typing UV. And next thing is to check if you have Python installed on your system. Type Python in the command line. If you don't have Python installed, just run this command UV Python install and you're good to go. Next step is to create a project using this command UV init. You can name your project anything you like. So I'm gonna name it codetitan animation. Once done, fire up the VS Code inside this directory. Let me walk you through the project structure. You'll see 3 different files: .python version, main.py, pyproject.toml, and the readme. You can change readme as you like. Now we're gonna install Manim through UV. Just type UV add Manim under the terminal, and it's gonna install a bunch of packages that are part of Manim's dependency. And once done, you can go to main.py and start typing the code. Just follow along with me. From Manim, import asterisk. This will import all the necessary packages. Then we're gonna create a class. You can name this class anything you like. I'm going to name this codetitan animation just to keep things consistent. And this is going to be inherited from a scene class. This is also part of Manim's library. Let's continue with our code and create a function, and this is going to be a method of this class codetitan animation called construct. This is the convention that we have to follow for in order to create animation through Manim. Everything that you create inside this function, Manim will recognize it and create animation based off it. So first, let's create a circle. And for this, we can use class circle from Manim, and there are a bunch of parameters that you can pass. For example, radius, you can pass radius. This is going to tell what is this radius of the circle is going to be. And you can also assign color to the circle. Now add circle to move to the origin of the animation. Now we can play this circle as animation using self.play. This is a built-in method of Manim's scene library, scene class that we have inherited. And if you add the create function with object of circle passed through it, and pass this create function to the play method. And you can also assign the runtime. This will define how much time it will take to play this animation. And to play the animation, there's a really neat VS Code extension called Manim Side View. You can install this from the extensions marketplace in VS Code. I've already installed it, and once installed, you'll see there is an option on top right side of the VS Code. It says Manim runs a side view. Click on it and you'll see there is an option with the same name of the class that you have created, codetitan animations. Once run, when you click on it, it'll automatically pick the class and start drawing up the objects that you have in the construct method. You see how cool is this? Just few lines of code, you are already starting doing the animation. Now let's add a logo. So this is going to be codetitan's logo. Let's create a variable called intro underscore logo and assign this variable an object svg mobject, and in this class I can give path to a logo. It is preferred to be svg file with transparent background. Only then it can animate it if it's a svg file. So I've imported the logo. Now if I play this logo, I want to animate this logo same as the circle. I'm going to pass a create class with intro logo passed inside self.play method. It will automatically pick up the changes and start with the animation. This is all done by this extension Manim Side View, and you see that the logo, the SVG logo that I have, it's been animated inside the circle. So let's create some other stuff. I'll create a new shape, a rectangle shape, and same as the circle, Manim has this inside its library, this class named rectangle. You can pass width and height to this object. Now again, same as the other animations, you can pass rectangle. Sorry, not circle. Now let's save it and run it. You should be able to see a new object on the frame, animated, and it's a rectangle. Now, so next thing is that I don't want rectangle overlap the circle or the logo. I want to transform this circle into the rectangle, and you can use the transform class from Manim to pass the objects. First is going to be the object that you want to transform, and second is going to be the object that you want to transform into. Circle is going to transform into rectangle with the runtime of 2 seconds. So let's save this, and the animation should render up automatically, and you can see the circle is now transforming into the rectangle. Now let's create a text and animate the text in our animation. I will write the text and pass it. That you have to use the text class just like the other class, transform or rectangle or circle. You can use text class and you can pass bunch of parameters to it. And for this I'm going to pass a string, which is the text that is going to be animated. Then we can also pass the font, the color. You can also pass the color. I'm going to keep it white to keep it consistent with the other objects. And you can see it didn't animate it. Guess why? Because we haven't passed it to the play method. Let's save this and also assign runtime. Now it should animate the text as well after the transformation from circle to rectangle, and you can see the text codetitan is being now animated. So let's get this a little bit tidy, and we can also set the font size, because the codetitan on the screen looks a little small proportion to the rectangle. Now this seems good. So just like I transformed the circle into rectangle, now I want to transform the SVG logo, the codetitan logo, into the codetitan text. We're going to use the same approach. Just play the transform class and pass the logo and then the text. This will transform the SVG logo into the text. This is gonna look cool. Here we go. So now the logo is also being animated and transformed into the text. You can do a bunch of stuff just by using some of these functions. You can do a lot of things. Sky is the limit here. Now there's a really neat trick that we're gonna do here is, right now there's a little bit delay between the transformation of circle to rectangle and then from logo to text. We're gonna time it perfectly that both of these transformation go right at the same time. For this, I have to put both of these transformation inside a list. And pass this list as a single point of animation in a play method. Make sure to unpack all of these functions, all of these methods, objects of transform and play method. Now let's see. The SVG logo comes up, then a circle, and both of the items transform into rectangle and the text respectively.